Well, Coach, the calendar may say autumn, but temperatures are still pretty sweltering here in North Florida. But the good news, the radar is clear. Still, hydration will be key today at TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville. A few minutes prior to us coming on air, this crowd was jolted into action with the introduction of these Jaguars. They're set for football as the Jags are ready to match up with Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints. And he will be marked out right there at the 20-yard line.
Ready? 95-56, 95-56.
This is Alvin Kamara, who made the Pro Bowl in each of his first 2 NFL seasons. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
First down, Saints.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up second and 10. At the 40.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again second and 10. Brees now to throw. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Now Brees on third down. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up first and 10. They go with Leonard Fournette, third-year back from LSU. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
On second down, here's Fournette. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
It's third down and 13.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now third and long. Now Foles. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. After the loss to start out, here's second and 11. Working from the gun, it's Brees. The catch made over the middle by Ginn. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The catch and run there, good for 16 in the first.
Ready. 5-9.
His 13th NFL season now, Ted Ginn still a reliable target for Drew Brees. 787 yards in 2017, just 5 games last year due to injuries, but he still has the wheels.
Telvin Smith that time there to make the play.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On second down, Kamara. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6.
Ready. 95-56.
From the gun, it's Brees. And he finds Cook. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Ready. 95-56. 95-56. Get in the way with it.
Now Brees. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Dan Arnold, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Saints have taken the early lead. Sometimes those tight ends are a mismatch. They found the mismatch there.
And that's exactly why you want to draw up those types of plays, because coverage is just going to go to the natural guys, the guys that make the big plays on the outside. But if you work your tight end into it, that's a tough one for a defense to handle.
Tough. They couldn't handle it. They worked out for 6. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Jags. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards.
We got to step it up. He's checking. Crash. Silent.
There's Foles. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this 1st quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
Foles. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. Back deep for the Saints is Ted Ginn. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 11 now. Brees. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Now out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through.
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 26. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Moving backwards on 1st down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Shotgun now for Breeze. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Come on, one thing for sure, you know that Michael Thomas is going to be the target on a 3rd down pass, and Drew Brees finds him and keeps this drive moving.
Watch the slant. Watch out.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Well, later tonight, we have more football, Sunday night football, a good one out west. Steelers and Chargers might see equal amounts of black and gold mixed with a powder blue in the stands for that one. And then tomorrow, Monday night football, Detroit and Green Bay battle in the NFC North from Lambeau Field.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the 2nd half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the 1st half. Maybe not so much in the 2nd half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 1.
54 Mike. You don't want that. Pick up the ball.
Now this time he'll look to throw. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the 1st.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
A good pickup there, 21 yards. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Well, pass there, complete to Westbrook. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big 3rd down play there for the Jags. 45 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll set up to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. D.D. Westbrook, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And that makes the score 14-7. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
From the gun on 3rd down, Breeze. Catch here, left side, Thomas. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for New Orleans. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
Let's go! 56 is the mark.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
It's 3rd and 7.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Hey, go. Down, go. Down, go. What is it?
Now Foles off the play fake to Fournette. Flushed out right. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards there. Good enough for a Jags first down.
How many times do we hear that 3rd down may be the most important down in football, and there's no better example than what we just saw right there. Forced to scramble, knows where the first down marker is, dives for it, and gets it. What a big-time play, putting his body on the line to pick up a key first down.
Looking left side, that's complete to Oliver. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop him with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. The Jaguars on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll drop to throw. Yeah, he's got his tight end, Oliver. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
13. Hey, dude. Mike 54. You don't want this. Right there.
He'll drop to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. P.J. Williams with a pick. Looks down the numbers. There he goes. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Lutz good on the extra point. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is taken at his 4. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
I'm coming.
They'll throw now on the final play. Looking long for Westbrook. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Let's go.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Waiting. Check. Watch 54. On the ball. Check 3.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
One. We want it. Come to my. Yeah, go. Let's go. Right there. 54. Right there. 50. Hey. Hey, Alpha. Mike.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Marcus Davenport in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Here's Logan Cook now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Here's Ginn. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. They'll try to get the offense going with Kamara. And some space here. Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Saints have moved out in front. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This fielded at the 2. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
There you go. Hey, one set. Check, Mike.
On play action, they'll throw. Over the middle, hauled in by Sharp. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free. Anything you can do to slow them down.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Again, it's Kamara. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Looking long for Thomas. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. It's a gain of 33 as we ironically approach 3:33 remaining in the quarter. Throwing now is Breeze. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler Michael Thomas was the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
The Saints on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and goal. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
And Lutz puts this one through. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So it's an old-school extra point that counts 3 times. It's certainly a disappointment they weren't able to get it in the end zone.
Yeah, I can just imagine post-game, head coach looking at the box score, 19-yard field goal, grimacing a little bit, but having to realize that at that moment, getting 3 points was vital. Go ahead and get the points, put them on the board.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
180. 54. All day, punk.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Oliver. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
180. Receiver. Get in the weight room. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Watch the safety creep.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Brings up 2nd and 16 at the 36-yard line.
Good. 380. Watch my board. Here we go. 13.
Now on 2nd and 16, Foles. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Marcus Davenport in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
It's a team game, but sometimes individuals do stand out, don't they? How about that for a twofer? Tackle for the loss on the running play on the previous down, and then comes right back and gets a sack.
Well, Foles and the Jags now have to deal with a 3rd and long after that sack.
Hey, watch that. Hey, Haywood.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by a former first-round pick, Patrick Robinson. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Ready? You ready? Mike, 44. Rabbit.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. Wiggles free. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Like a freight train off the edge, Calais Campbell with a sack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Now Breeze finding Kamara. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
On 3rd and long, it's Breeze. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Back now in Jacksonville. It's Jaguar football, but a little work to do for them. They trail here as we start the 4th.
Watch the screen.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Looking long for Westbrook. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Now Foles. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Jaguars have cut it back within a score. Point after by Lambo, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And what could he possibly be thinking? He just took the fair catch at the 1-yard line. Major mistake. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll get him a little space here up to the 5-yard line. Calais Campbell on the stop. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell him to take care of the ball, and try and move forward.
The Saints on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. Now Breeze. And this is going to be incomplete. And sensing the momentum maybe changing here a little bit, Charles.
Yeah, this defense is going to get off the field quickly, and their offense got them a touchdown last time they had the ball, so they should get another shot.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Fielded at the 20. Excellent work on the run back there, 33 yards. And the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field. Fournette, a first down carry. Marcus Davenport there to take him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Let's put that team on the hunt. Hatchet. Say. Here we go.
Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Jaguar linemen might have moved. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long.
Check. Lucky.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he's got this down to the 35. 16 yards, a first down. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. Now a first carry for Donnell Pumphrey. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Tackle is made by Cameron Jordan. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. That's now 3 turnovers in this second half. Very costly. And earlier in the half, Charles, when I asked you for your keys to the second half, you said, hey, maybe try it, but it's going to be turnovers. That's been the story.
It certainly has, but I didn't expect it to be this much of the story. I mean, when you're getting up to 3, you're really putting your team in jeopardy.
Kamara, and an alley to run. And all the way down to the 29. A big play there out of Kamara. 56 yards.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go, defense.
Purple 64.
Right there, 54, right there. 54, Mike.
Let's go, great.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. To throw on 2nd and 10. Foles. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
There's several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He's got him in. Complete. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. A big third down play there for the Jags. 42 yards. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. So it can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Cameron Jordan in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
61, matchbox lights.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Buying time to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara, and he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. The Saints on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be 3rd and 5. Kamara try the right side, and he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there, 4th and 3. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop to play. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
At their own 3-yard line.
180.
Mike 5-4. Here we go.
Silent.
Foles. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
Move those chains. That's good for a Jacksonville.
Here's Foles. He's going to let it fly. And this is dropped it incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone.